spluttering and splashing and horrible laughter in the dark. I was so scared. Why, I fell off the bloody wall.
Sometimes things just don't look the way you imagine, is it? Even after you've drawn it.
I'm sure there's a rational explanation for what you saw at the castle.
There is. The bloody place is haunted.
Do you know a man called Pegram?
Can you describe him like on the telly in the cop shows?
He's an English archaeologist.
I know the man you mean if he's the one.
Can you tell me where I'd find Pegram?
No, I can't, because he's not here now, but if I sees him, I'll ask him.
Do you know what Pegram was doing in the castle?
Digging for buried treasure. Jewels and gold and skeletons, like in the films.
Have you seen a guy dressed as a clown?
Here in Lochmarn, they all dress like clowns.
The man I'm looking for is a dangerous psychotic.
Jesus. It's just like that film I saw. There's this clown, see? And he's after this kid who saw him kill a guy. He tries to warn the sheriff, only no one believes him. Then, while he's in the tub, the clown cuts him up with a chainsaw.
I'll have a look and
that doesn't sound suitable for a kid like you.
give you some
Who are
feedback.
you calling a kid? I'm 25.
Yeah, right. You're not a day over 14.
Oh no, it's 25 that I am. Married with a car and 3 kids.
No, you're
10
not.
kids if you count the wives.
Do you recognize this matchbook, McGuire?
No, sir. I never seen it before in my life.
Wonder if he's heard of this.
Ever heard
guys.
of Thomas Merlin or the Gruber Electronics Corporation?
No?
Have you ever seen this man before?
What a slimy character. No, I never seed him.
See you later, kid.
Okay, mister.
Let's have a look in here. Oh, what's this? Patrick's bar. Oh, we can talk to everybody, can we? I want to know what that is. Oh, he mightn't he?
Top of the morning to you.
I beg your pardon.
Well, that's what you Irish say, isn't it?
Do you want something? Or are you just flaunting your xenophobia?
Well, I was trying to be sociable.
Is it a room you're after?
No, thank you. I don't plan to stay too long.
Who does? Most folk take one look at Lochmarn and jump back on the bus.
Look,
Yeah.
I gotta be going.
I'll come back. Let's go. Let's go see the youngster. See if he'll do the electric thing.
Hey, McGuire.
Somebody must fall for
What?
it.
Give me your hand.
Get lost.
Oh, come on. I just want to show you a little trick.
No way, mister. I don't do tricks. Father Mahoney told me I'd burn in hell if I did.
I just want to shake your hand, that's all.
No way.
Oh,
See you later, kid.
Okay, mister.
somebody's bound to go for it. Let's talk to the barman again.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
Do you know a man called Pegram?
Indeed I do. Are you a friend of his, by any chance?
Oh, no. I'm just trying to track him down.
Me too. That son of a bitch should be locked away.
Did Pegram stay here?
Yes, he did. 6 nights plus breakfast.
He obviously didn't pay. Look at the animation on the fiddle player. He's really going for it, isn't he?
I'll try a glass of beer, please.
Is this your first pint of real ale?
Well, I guess so. What's real ale, anyhow?
Beer that's brewed from natural ingredients to traditional methods. It shouldn't be kept under pressure or refrigerated. And finally, it should have a good body and distinctive character.
In other words, it's flat and worn with bits in, and it makes you fall over.
Yeah, I don't know how big a team it would have been. Revolution Software, I mean, they're probably quite big now. They were founded in 1990. Independent developer and publisher. Yeah. I mean, there's so much. This guy's looking at his watch. This guy's having a drink and. Okay, it was founded in 1990 by 4 people. It's now a lot bigger. It's still got the original 4 people, but they've got more artists, animators and programmers. There's a photo of how they looked in the 90s on their site.
Have you served any, clowns recently?
No, you're the first today.
Do you recognize this man?
No, I don't. What do you want with him?
I've got a score to settle.
I don't want any trouble in the bar, mister. If it's a fight you're looking for, see Father Mahoney.
A priest? A man of the cloth?
Sure. And he teaches the boys how to box at the youth club.
His
According
accent's
to
pretty
Mahoney,
good.
It develops character. Isn't that right, Pat? Didn't he teach you the art of pugilism? Dial.
Sorry, Michael. I was miles away. What did you say?
Ah, never mind.
Do you recognize this matchbook?
No, sir.
Do you recognize the name on this card?
No. Should I?
Nah, it was a long shot. Look, I gotta be going.
There's something over here we can pick up. He's spitting. He's sneezing. He was sneezing all over the place.
Hi, my name's Stobart, George Stobart.
Hello there, mister. What can I do for you?
Do you know Professor Pegram?
Do I know him? Do I know the good professor himself? No, I don't. I mean, I know who he is, but I don't know him to talk to.
Can you tell me anything about the castle on the hill?
Oh, I don't know much about anything. You should ask Mr. O'Brien here. He does joined up writing. Would you be one of them history fellas yourself?
Oh no, I'm here on vacation.
What's that?
A vacation, Pat. It's what the Americans call a holiday.
Oh, right. In Lochmarn? You come to Lochmarn for a holiday?
Sure, it's a very pretty place.
Where the hell are you from, mister?
California.
I know it. That's where the prunes come from.
Yeah, amongst other things. Do you know anything about Pegram's excavation?
Only that he didn't have the right tools for the job. What he needed was shovels and a JCB.
Pegram was digging for historical remains, not coal.
Is that a fact? What the hell for?
It's the science of archaeology, Pat. Understanding how people used to live by what they've left behind. One day archaeologists might be digging up our remains.
Imagine that, Mr. O'Brien. I wonder what they'll find.
Well, it won't be arrowheads and beakers. Fast food cartons and flavored condoms, more likely.
Did anyone from the village work at Pegram's dig?
I tried it myself, but that high and mighty history man called me incontinent.
Incontinent.
Hadn't I done that the rest of them put together?
Incompetent, I presume he meant.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
It's a handsome mug on that fella, to be sure. Is he a film star?
Does this security pass mean anything to you?
Well, no.
Do you recognize this matchbook?
No.
May I shake your hand?
No, you can't.
How come?
Because I'll spill me beer if you do.
Bye for now. Hello there. My name's George Stobart.
Pleased to meet you, I'm Sheriff. I'm O'Brien. Can I help you?
Have you heard of the Phantom?
More than that. I've seen it. And let me tell you, it's a dreadful spectacle.
So it's not just a local legend. There really is a Phantom of Lochmarn.
Oh no, I was talking about the Phantom of the Opera.
Have you ever heard of the Knights Templar?
I most certainly have. A remarkable institution. Did you know? They were the originators of our system of credit. Their financial empire stretched from the Atlantic to the Caspian Sea. With bases in so many countries, they had to establish new methods of fiscal transfer.
So, the Knights Templar were nothing but a bunch of bankers.
I don't get it. Are you saying these Templar guys invented bank charges?
In a manner of speaking, I suppose they did.
What a dirty trick. Didn't anyone try to stop them?
Oh yes, they were arrested and many were burnt at the stake.
Good. They bloody well deserved it if they were anything like my bank manager.
What can you tell me about the castle, Mr. O'Brien?
It's a fine sight now, isn't it? Dates back to the 10th century, you know. Most of the existing building was added much later, of course.
Are the ruins open to the public?
Oh no, it's much too dangerous. Anyway, there's nothing of interest remaining.
How can I get into the castle?
Well, those walls were built specifically to stop people getting in, Mr. Stobart. But I dare say you'll find a way, if you've the will.
Can you tell me about the tripod which was found at the castle?
Now, there's a bone of contention and controversy. It was dug up by an Englishman of the archaeological persuasion.
Who was this Englishman?
Professor Pegram, the same man who dug up the gem.
Gem? What gem?
Do you know where I can find Pegram?
You're too late to meet that fella.
Is he dead?
Not that, but he's gone from the village. A sore point with our esteemed host, I might add.
Do you know where Pegram has gone?
I'm sorry, but I don't. He upped anchor in the dark and shipped out before the dawn.
Why did he do that?
Who knows? A guilty conscience or a secret assignation. Whatever the reason, he'll not be missed in Lochmarn. Maybe now the fuss about the gem has died down, we can get back to normal.
Yeah, I want to know about this gem.
What can you tell me about the gem which Pegram found?
Now there's a gem which should never have been taken. A man would have to be full of greed to covet that stone. What's your interest in the jewel? You're not a reporter, are you?
Oh no.
Thank the Lord for that.
Why has Pegram's departure upset the landlord?
He's lost a paying guest, that's why. More than that, there's the question of an unsettled bill. Poor Michael's seen red over the business, and I don't blame him.
Can you tell me more about the landlord?
Mick Leary? He's what you call a would-be sophisticate. The trouble is, his idea of sophistication extends as far as putting paper in the lavatory.
I never worked out why he did that. It's much too dark in there to read.
That's true. Have you ever run your hand over the back of the door? The graffiti is written in Braille.
What can you tell me about this ID pass?
Gruber Electronics. I've never heard of it.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
The design is Middle Eastern, I'd say.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
Nope. I've never seen him before.
Shake my hand.
I'd like to shake you by the hand, Mr. O'Brien.
Oh, no, you don't.
Goodbye for now. He wasn't listening. My name's George.
Pleased to meet you, mister. My name's Fitzgerald.
What can you tell me about the castle?
There's nothing there. Just an old ruin.
How old?
I really couldn't tell you.
Have you ever explored the castle yourself?
I used to play there sometimes, when I was a kid. Then one of the little ones fell off the wall, broke his head and died. We didn't go there anymore.
You haven't been up there recently?
No.
Yeah, we'll try it on him as well.
Do you know Professor Pegram?
He's the archaeologist, isn't he?
That's right. Did you work at Professor Pegram's dig?
What gave you that idea?
Can I get you another drink?
Oh, no thank you. I shouldn't be drinking at all. I'm on tablets for my nerves. More than a pint and I'll pass out.
Let's go through the
Do you
objects
recognize
here.
the man in this photograph?
No, I'm sure I don't know him.
Check out this pass.
Thomas Merlin? No, never heard of him.
Does this matchbook mean anything to you?
No,
Shake my hand.
Shake my hand.
it's a trick, isn't it?
Damn it, you're right. I can't seem to fool anyone. See you later.
What's that?
It was a beer-stained piece of toweling.
Why do we need that?
It was a rectangle of toweling printed with the words, Nagopolian stout builds body.
What are we going to need that for?
Maybe not.
Let's talk to Sneezy.
Hi there, old-timer.
What?
Nasty cold you've got there. As soon as the words left my lips, I regretted them.
Is there such a thing as a cold which isn't nasty? I put the question to Father Mahoney. Father, says I, why were we born to suffer snot?
What did he say?
He said it's my reward for being out all night like a sinner. Pious prig. Anyway, this is no ordinary cold. 'Tis the hay fever.
Pollinosis?
Thank you. You're not a policeman, are you?
Excuse me?
Police? No. I'd know it if you were.
What's that for?
Can you tell me how to get into the castle?
Don't even think about it, me bucko. Lochmarn Castle is haunted.
That's what the kid outside told me, but I don't believe it.
Then you're a fool.
Ghosts don't bother me. I still want to visit that castle.
You can't. It's not open to the public.
There's no one around to stop me, is there?
That's right. Nothing human, anyhow.
Have you ever seen the ghost?
To be sure. With me very own eyes.
Can you describe the ghost?
It was horrible. A wee stunted beast, long beak, straggly, flappy wings.
Are you sure it wasn't a wild animal? A rabbit or a skunk or something?
A skunk in Ireland.
In Lochmarn? That'll be the day. No, that was a ghost, to be sure.
I think I know what you saw on the castle wall.
I know what I saw.
I don't think so. It was the kid, McGuire.
What?
He was up on the wall last Tuesday night. He thought you were the Phantom of Lochmarn.
Oh!
Do you know Pegram, the archaeologist?
That's the scrawny fellow who was poking around at the castle, isn't it? No, I don't know him.
Why am I
Can I buy you a beer?
here?
Very kind, I'm sure. But I don't drink the stuff Leary sells.
What's wrong with it?
I've seen what it can do.
What's this for?
What's that you're making?
Oh,
It's a necklace, me bucko.
Oh, sure. Made out of steel wire?
That's right. A necklace for my pretty one. When my little lover feels it round her slender neck, she'll be mine. All mine.
what sort of necklace?
Take a look at this ID card.
I don't know anything about it.
What does this matchbook mean to you?
Nothing. Go away and stop bothering me.
Do you recognize the man in this photograph?
I can't tell without me glasses.
Could you use this towel?
I could, but it wouldn't be much use for anything else.
Oh, for his sneezing, his hay fever.
Hey, would you like to shake my... no, on second thought, forget it.
Oh well.
I'll see you later.
So, I don't know if we've got anywhere there.
Excuse me,
Yes, sir?
may I borrow this towel?
Sure you can, on one condition.
What's that?
You keep it away from old Ron.
Who's Ron?
That's him in the corner, with the hygiene problem.
May I have another beer, please?
Certainly, sir. Same again?
Yeah, please. How is this stuff made?
That's
Yeah,
the secret
but he didn't
of
take it
master
the first
brew,
time.
sir. Each barrel is lovingly manhandled in time-honored fashion, suspended on skillfully tied ropes of the finest hemp.
He might take it this
lowered
time.
into the cellar, utilizing the forces of original gravity, like manna from heaven.
Yeah, he didn't take it, because I did think about that. But we'll try again now that
I
it's
gotta
been
be going.
mentioned. Maybe it wasn't triggered.
Hello again.
What?
Oh no, look, we can't.
If I was a woman, I wouldn't think much of a wire necklace.
It's not made for a woman. I've got my sights on tastier dishes than women. Flesh as smooth and tender as a maiden's. Bones as
Oh.
soft and white as a newborn babe's. Rabbit, lad. That's what gets my juices flowing.
Yeah, you're right, I'd forgotten about the tissue.
You could make use of this tissue.
Never use them. Those things are unhygienic.
Oh well. How about the sticking that on his nose?
What does this red nose mean to you?
Nothing.
Nothing.
I'll see you later.
Okay, we've talked to everybody. Right, the young lad's still there, and we've still got this. Can we open it up?
I tugged at the trapdoor, but it was locked from the inside.
What's the purpose of that? Can't use that. Okay, Blowstone. I hope you sleep well. I'll be back on tomorrow. I still haven't managed to get a map for it, so I haven't had much time this week to do it. So it might be something else I play, I'll see. I might do some first looks actually, I've got a few to do. Let's talk to Maguire again.
Hey, Maguire,
What?
what do you make of this, kid?
Hey, that's one of Leary's towels. He'll skin you alive.
That old windbag doesn't scare me. Anyhow, I'm only borrowing it.
You're pretty cool, mister.
Cheers for that.
For an old guy.
Do you know anything about Peagram's dig?
He wouldn't let me anywhere near it. I offered to help, but he chased me off. I didn't want to see his smelly old hole anyhow.
Did anyone from the village work at the dig?
Pegram brought some students and bums with him. He reckoned no one in Lochmarn would know what to look for. The only local guy who worked for him was Sean Fitzgerald.
Fitzgerald says he's never been anywhere near the dig.
He's having you on, mister.
See you later, kid.
Okay, mister.
Which one was Fitzgerald? Can't remember which one was Fitzgerald.
Excuse me, Mr. O'Brien.
That's O'Brien.
Hello there. What now?
Do you know Sean
Oh,
Fitzgerald?
that's him,
Yes,
yeah.
I do. What you want with him?
I want to talk to him about working at the dig.
What makes you think he did?
The boy outside told me.
I can't imagine anyone employing Sean Fitzgerald on a dig. He wouldn't know a post hole from his elbow.
Does this towel mean anything to you?
Sure, it's one of Leary's towels. Are you planning on stealing it?
Just borrowing it, if you must know. Goodbye for now. Mr. Fitzgerald? McGuire says he saw you working at the dig. What's more, he saw you talking with Pegram.
I knew this would happen. I knew I'd get caught.
I need to talk to Professor Pegram, if he's still alive.
What do you mean? Is he in danger?
Yeah, you too, if I'm right.
You're not from the Social Security.
Hell no. What makes you think that?
Well, I was claiming benefit at the same time I was working for
Oh
Pegram.
no.
I'm not in
Dodgy.
a position to make judgments, Sean. That's between you and your conscience. All I want is to talk to Pegram about the gem.
But he's not here.
I know that. But he left that package with you, didn't he? So where did Pegram go?
I don't know. I swear it. He came to see me early this morning. Said he was leaving. He asked me to give this package to a guy called Marquet.
Show me what's in the package, Sean.
I can't do that.
Why not?
I promised the professor.
So what? You didn't have any qualms about your benefit scam. So where's the harm in taking a peek inside Pegram's package?
You don't know these people. I can't. I don't dare.
This is your last chance to show me the package, Fitzgerald. I've been patient with you, but now it's time to kick ass.
But he'll kill me.
Who will?
The man from Paris. Jack Marquet. Pegram told me if I gave him the package unopened, I'd hear no more about it. But if I double-crossed Marquet, I'd be dead.
So who's Mark?
I'll deal with Jacques Marquet. Give the package to me.
No. Why should I trust you? I don't know who to trust anymore. I wish I'd never even heard of the Lochmarn gem.
I know he's running away. Oh, that didn't sound good.
Hey, I just seen a big red...
Get out of here, McGuire. Come back when you're old enough.
What's the lad howling about?
A big red sports car. Sean Fitzgerald's been runned over.
Get out! Noisy little tyke.
Maybe you should send out some medicinal brandy maker.
Oh, yes. And who's going to pay for it?
Not me.
Me too, neither.
I was telling the truth about Fitzy, mister.
Okay, calm down. Now tell me what happened.
I was standing here, minding me own business, when I saw this beautiful red sports car coming up over the hill. Would you look at that, says I. And I going over to take a closer look. Next thing,
The Ferrari.
Fitzy comes tearing out of the pub and nearly knocks me on my ass. But the car just flies at him. It was too fast for poor old Fitzy, and hit him an awful wallop. He goes flying up on top. Jesus, says I. I thought he was a goner. Next thing, the driver hops out, and I couldn't believe my eyes. He was dressed like a bloody pixie.
Okay, he got that pixie outfit from the costume shop in Paris. So, we need to talk to him more?
Hey, McGuire,
What?
did this pixie have a scar on his cheek?
I couldn't see. He was wearing a stupid mask. Are you a special agent?
Sorry to disappoint you, kid, but I'm not. Did Fitzgerald drop anything when he was hit?
I didn't see. It all happened so fast.
Maybe the package fell somewhere out of sight.
Probably went down the drain thing. Right, let's have
See you
a
later,
look.
kid.
Okay, mister.
Yeah, we know it can't
I
open.
tugged at the trapdoor, but it was locked from the inside. It was a trap door in the sidewalk. The plastic cover had been smashed and broken away, revealing a switch. I pushed the switch down, but in doing so it snapped off
Oh,
in my
no.
hand.
It's broken it.
It was impossible to return the switch to its original position.
That won't open now.
I tugged at the trapdoor, but it was locked.
Okay, let's go talk to Leary.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
Hey, how about another drink?
See him again?
Do you serve cocktails?
I'll serve anyone with manners. And money.
No, I'm serious. Have you considered turning McDevitt's into a cocktail bar? Cocktails are chic, cool, and popular with younger drinkers.
What? Kids in the bar? Can you imagine it? Pinball, pimples, and puke.
Right, I get the picture. I'll settle for a glass of stout.
I'm sorry, but the pump appears to be broken.
I could fix it for you.
I don't think so. This is a job for a professional electrician. Oh, well, at least the glass washer is still working. It's not my idea, is it?
Ah, so that's the glass walker. Oh, we could show him this card to say that
It
we're...
just so happens I'm an electrician. Check out my credentials.
Well, no. Isn't that marvellous? Ha! Here's a house bedeviled with faulty wiring of a wayward nature. Here's you, an electric man, with a little plastic card to prove it. I still want to see what you can do before I let you touch me beer pumps. You can make a start on the glass washer. And when you finish that, will you take a look at the pumps?
Okay, so we've got...
It was an electric glass washer. It looked even older than the barman. It was an electrical plug attached to the glass washer. I used all my knowledge of electrical engineering to examine the plug.
Where are you going?
I couldn't see anything obviously wrong with the machine. I figured it must be the wiring.
So... Oh. Use the electric on the...
Excuse me.
Yes, sir?
Hey, bartender?
Landlord, if you don't mind.
Sorry. Shake my hand, why don't you?
Now, why should I do that? What have you got up your sleeve?
Nothing. Come on, just shake my hand.
Not just now, mister. I have to be careful on account of the health restrictions.
Aw, jeez.
With health restrictions.
check out my card.
I've seen it, for heaven's sake.
Why won't you shake my hand?
Because I don't know where you've been.
Does this tissue mean anything to you?
That's disgusting.
Uh-huh. I found it in the sewers.
What's the idea of waving it around in my face? You're worse than old Ron. Put it away, man.
Oh,
Look, I gotta be going.
he's got wire. We need the wire.
Hello again.
What?
Not gonna give us the wire.
Ah, so you're making snares to trap rabbits.
That's right. Do you have a problem with that?
Damn right I do. Isn't it painful?
Only if I get me fingers caught.
I'm talking about the rabbits. Do they feel much pain?
You bet.
I'm looking for Sean Fitzgerald. Have you seen him?
Never heard of him.
Don't you come from around here?
None of your business. I didn't ask where you come from, did I?
I'm from California.
That's your problem.
Did you ever see Fitzgerald at Peagram's Dig?
I never heard of either of them.
Can you identify this tool?
No.
I'll see you later.
How are we gonna get the wire off him? Oh. Oh, right, the wire was down when he was sneezing. We have to wait till he sneezes. Then grab the wire. There, got it.
As soon as the old guy looked away, I grabbed his piece of wire.
Right, now we can rewire it. The plug or the glass washer.
I replaced the fuse with a piece of wire. I knew it was dangerous, but I was desperate enough to disregard everything I knew about standard safety precautions. Excuse me, Mr. Leary. I fixed your glass washer, no problem.
Bingo! And a blessing to all the saints. A free half-pint to that man. On the house. Now, could you take a look at the beer pumps?
I guess so, but I'm not making any promises.
If you can't fix them, I'll have a riot on me hands.
The pumps are in the cellar, right?
That's right. You'll find a flashlight down there somewhere.
I haven't saved in a while, maybe save there. Oh, there's a rat. Something on the floor there.
I pushed the lever and heard the grating of metal, but nothing appeared to happen.
That's up there. Oh, that's back upstairs. There's no matches left in there, was there? He said there was a flashlight.
I pulled the lever and the bolt creaked back into place.
No, let's just push that down.
I pushed the lever and heard the grating of metal, but nothing appeared to happen.
Anything else we can do? Oh, can we put the greasy cloth on it? No. Close it again, put the greasy cloth on.
I pulled the lever and the bolt creaked back into place.
No, okay, so we'll keep it down.
I pushed the lever and heard the grating of metal, but nothing appeared to happen.
Can I do that on it? There's definitely something over there. I can't get it to it. Not a lot down there. Let's go look from the outside. Still got to do this, haven't we?
It was impossible to return the switch to its original position.
Ah.
I lifted the trap door, and an overpowering smell of stale beer rose from the cellar below. I looked down on a stone-tiled floor, way too far to jump.
Oh.
Excuse me.
There was a nasty feeling in my guts I usually associated with light opera. It was Khan. What's the problem?
Did you see what happened here a few minutes ago?
What was that?
A man was involved in an unfortunate accident.
I didn't see anything.
What about the boy?
He doesn't know anything either. The kid, well, you know how it is in these rural communities. Not enough genes to go round. I prayed McGuire had the sense to keep his mouth shut. Was the guy hurt bad?
He's been taken care of, but he thinks he dropped a small parcel. You didn't happen to find it, did you?
If I had, I would have taken it to the police.
Of course. Thank you.
Sounded like a vampire. Can we not go down there? What's the point of... Can I use that on the switch? Can I use anything on the... Can I use the greasy tissue on the switch? No. Maybe it's light enough now inside though.
Now I could
Aha.
see. I spotted Mr. Leary's flashlight easily. Then I noticed a flash of light. Something sparkling beneath the open trap
It's
door.
the gem. It's fallen out of this box.
It was Peagram's gem, all right. A large, uncut blue stone. I guess I was already under its spell.
Did you find it?
What?
Whatever you was looking for.
Yeah. Listen, McGuire. I want you to keep this to yourself.
No problemo. Just chuck us up a crate of lager.
No way. You're not old enough.
We can sell it and make some cash.
Forget it, kid. I couldn't betray Mr. Leary's trust.
I could, for sure. That old misery guts deserves it.
If you want to do me a favor, keep a lookout for that guy in the suit.
Okay. But it'll cost you a packet of chips.
Oh, and shout if you see that Ferrari.
Anything else in here? Tops. Top is dripping.
The faucet creaked, coughed, and spewed out a stream of rusty-colored water. I shut off the faucet as tight as I could, but it kept on dripping.
Are we meant to stop that? Right, there's nothing else here. Were we meant to do anything with that?
The slow drip of water barely dampened the towel. The faucet creaked, coughed, and spewed out a stream of rusty-colored
So
water.
we need to dampen the cloth for some reason.
I held the towel under the faucet and soaked it with water.
Why?
I shut off the faucet as tight as I could, but it kept on dripping.
Do we need that for?
It was a rectangle of toweling printed with the words, Nagopaline Stout builds body. The towel was soaked through with water.
Wonder what we need that for.
Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not.
So we must need that for something. What's this for?
The plastic cover had been smashed and broken away, revealing a switch.
Don't know.
Hey, McGuire.
What?
What do you think of my flashlight?
It's a torch. That's what we call it on this side of the Atlantic.
See you later, kid.
Okay, mister.
Can I go up this way? That's some wagon of hay.
Hi. Do you speak English?
Well, now, what if I was to say no? An implication of cognizance shrouded in denial. A pretty poser of a paradox indeed.
I gave him the look I'd perfected when I was 12 and was going to be the greatest hypnotist of all time. It was a killer.
Are you attempting to hypnotize me, or is it the constipation you're suffering?
I was a little out of practice.
Let's talk about the Ferrari.
Did you happen to see a red sports car down on the road?
I caught a glimpse of a flash of red on the hill and heard the racket. Sure, it was an awful noise. A sports car, you say?
A Ferrari, to be exact.
A racing car? And what was it doing here? The poor fella must have been lost.
Have you seen Professor Pegram?
No, he's packed up and gone.
Do you happen to know where?
Back in England, I suppose.
The driver of the Ferrari was involved in an accident.
Is that so?
Yeah, he knocked somebody down outside the bar.
What an idiot! How could a thing like that happen?
He was traveling too fast.
So fast, he ran right under the car?
I mean, the car was traveling too fast.
But you'd have thought the idiot could have heard it coming.
Maybe you know the guy who was hit by the Ferrari. His name is Sean Fitzgerald.
Oh, I know him all right. That's me nephew, the idiot responsible for the stacking of my hay cart. Was he killed by the car?
Oh, no, but he has been abducted.
Well, that's a relief now.
Aren't you going to look for your nephew?
What for? From what you say, it's too late.
Well, you could report the matter to the police.
Better not. Besides, what could they do?
Well, they could mount a search.
They have only the one bicycle between them. In a question of superior acceleration, I'd put me money on the Ferrari.
Definitely.
I think you ought to know exactly what Sean has gotten himself into.
I'm not sure I want to know.
But you're his uncle, his own flesh and blood.
You're right, but what can I do? If I'm not here to guard it, some idiot might try to climb the haystack. What a moral dilemma. Stay here and guard this potentially lethal agricultural construction, or to go off in search of the prodigal nephew, the very man responsible for said hazard? It'll need some thinking about.
Why, there's no problem.
You're right. Why didn't I think of it before? We'll demolish the haystack.
You don't have to demolish the haystack to go look for Sean. I'll stay here in your place and warn anyone who's silly enough to climb it.
Marvellous! I think I should start me inquiries in the bar.
Oh yes, good idea.
He strode off in the direction of McDevitt's bar, leaving me to contemplate the stack of hay.
Oh,
The stack of
okay.
hay stopped, short of the top of the wall. Even if I stretched as far as I could, the wall was out of reach. What I needed was a slice or two of Alice's Wonderland.
We don't have anything we could use. Can't use that. Can't jam that in anywhere. Ah,
I
perfect.
inserted the end of the lifting key.
I didn't even see the crack there.
And gave it a firm shove. It remained lodged in the wall, jutting out to form a step.
It's a goat. Maybe that's the ghost.
It was a rusted piece of iron, maybe part of a plow or something. The rope by which the goat was tethered had become tangled on the old plowshare.
So we were meant to rescue the goat? Not getting anything highlighting. Oh, is that so we could go down there? Maybe the goat attacked you when you went down this way, but it's now caught. Yeah. Maybe I was a step ahead of it there. Oh, this looks like a Templar place.
There was a pattern of 5 holes arranged on the wall. They'd been drilled there deliberately.
That obviously goes on there. Let's pick that up and put it back on the wall.
The statue was too heavy to lift. It overbalanced into the sand.
Oh, it's made an imprint.
As I swung the stone upright, I noticed it had left a pattern of holes in the sand.
I can fill it with this stuff, the clay.
I placed my
Forever.
fingers in the 5 impressions left by the fallen stone. It was weird. They fit perfectly.
Okay, right, we know what we're doing. We just need to make something up.
As I dipped my fingers into the soft white powder, I realized what it was. Plaster of Paris.
And we've got water soaked into the
I'd
cloth.
used it in kindergarten to make casts of animal paw prints.
Right, so if we go back over here, pour the plaster Paris in, squeeze the cloth, that should make an imprint, a cast from that. Where is it? Is that the plaster?
It was a handful of plaster left.
Why is it there?
I sprinkled the plaster on the sand until the holes were filled.
Okay, now we put the water on.
The trickle of water was quickly absorbed by the plaster. I eased the solid piece of plaster from the sand. Underneath, it had formed a perfect copy of the statue. I placed my fingers and thumb into the holes in the wall.
Yeah, we need to use the
Nothing
cast.
happened. The hardened plaster cast fitted snugly into the 5 matching sockets. There was a soft thud, then silence.
Down. Montfaucon. That evening, back in Paris. What's she going to be doing? are we meant to be doing?
There wasn't anyone that I needed to call. I had messages waiting to be played.
You have 3 messages.
Hey, Collard, it's me, your favorite editor. Guess what? I'm gonna give you a second chance. I need somebody to write the TV column. Pays lousy, so what's new? If you're interested, drop by the office. In fact, drop by the office anyway. We have to talk, Nico. That story of yours I spiked. It won't go away. You've made some dangerous enemies out there.
Hey, Nico, it's your old pal. I mean, your new pal, George. Whoa, Ireland. It's a whole different country. And I got some amazing news for you. Gem of a story, in fact. Oh, gotta go. Yeah, fella here's got a drink lined up for me. See you tomorrow, Nico. Slonsha. Yep, only here for a day and I'm speaking the lingo like a local.
Mademoiselle Coulard, this is Imelda Carchon. I wanted to thank you for being so understanding when... Come to lunch, why don't you? Tomorrow. I might have more news. There's a Monsieur Merlon coming to see me this evening. He says he knows why Pierre was murdered. In fact, he'll be here shortly. I shall let you know what he says. Goodbye, dear girl. Till
That's not good. If he's...
Oh my God! Merlin's the killer. I better get over there and warn her now. When it came to being two-faced, Imelda was up there with the best. I owed her nothing, but I couldn't just let her die.
Okay, let's head on over.
I arrived to find the Palais Royal courtyard deserted. I only hoped that I'd beaten the assassin here. I had to warn Imelda before it was too late.
Maybe we can climb up this and then that.
Just your average modern art retaining wire. Just your average mod...
Can we climb up that?
Fixed tight. Presumably to stop critics stealing it. Who else would want to? That broken window looked like the best way in.
So how do we move it? We don't have any cutters, do we? Can't use the key against the wire. Bash it with the elephant. Okay, not gonna happen. Let's go this way. Locked.
Locked? No way was I going to break through a door like that. The intercom system wasn't working. Bad sign. Somebody had cut the wire.
Right, so how do we get up there? We need to get rid of these wires somehow. Oh, she's just gonna untie them, okay.
I unhooked the first wire.
And I unhooked the second wire.
I released the second wire. Even with both wires removed, the statue remained upright.
Push it. We have a
If I
ladder.
could deconstruct this, I could deconstruct anything. The plastic sheet was thick and strong. I'd need more than my hands to tear it.
Hmm. You don't use that. Yeah. Nice bit of animation on the covering. It's all darkness. It's all looking here. She's probably dead.
My God,
Oh, no.
I'm too late. Imelda. Oh no.
Nico?
Don't worry, you're going to be alright.
You know that isn't true.
It was Merlin, wasn't it?
Dressed as a cavalier. How absurd. You came to warn me, didn't you?
I must be crazy.
Let me see you, Nico.
All this time you were just using me. Which one is the real Imelda?
You are an extraordinary girl. Thierry would have been so proud of you.
You didn't know my father.
So like him. Something about the eyes. I wish we'd had time to get to know each other.
She was gone. She cheated me, lied to me, used me. But why? Even in death, Imelda looked the same. Beautiful, inscrutable. The Ice Queen alone in her ice palace.
Can we take that?
I opened it.
A key.
Inside was a tiny gold key.
What's
I
that
took
for?
the key. I had to leave. I knew I could never return.
No, what's the key for? Oh, what's the key for this? The key for the elephant box. She's never had a key, she keeps saying.
The box was carved by my father. It never had a key. The elephant on the lid was a perfect match to Carchon's.
It has a key now.
I took out the key. I couldn't believe it. Imelda's key opened my father's box. I dreaded what I was going to find inside.
Is that Imelda?
It was a photograph of Imelda.
And our father's over here.
In my father's box. I felt as if a black hole had swallowed me up. Imelda and Carchon grinning. While behind them a village was being razed to the ground. Its people butchered. And there, next to them, staring out at me across the years, my own father. There was a letter. I feared there was even worse to come. Hotel St. Georges, Algiers, Friday. My darling Thierry, by the time you read this, you'll be safely out of Africa. You need not fear. Pierre and the organization do not know who you are really working for, or about us. Did you think I would betray you? I could not. You wanted me to leave him, but I don't have your courage. I know too much of what has been going on here. They would find me and they would kill us both. Enjoy your life in Paris, Thierry. Your life of honor, of patriotic duty. Do they give medals to spies? No. They'll just give you a phony job in an embassy somewhere. I could never share that with you. Imagine me, a diplomat's wife. So I must stay here with Pierre, the two of us bound together by what we have done to this country. Au revoir, my love. You will be in my heart until I die. Imelda. Suddenly everything made sense. My father had been working undercover for the government. He was one of the good guys after all. He and Imelda must have fallen in love. She'd found out who he really was, so he had to leave. It had broken her heart, but she had never revealed it to anyone. I knew I couldn't either. Whatever he was doing, he'd had good reason to keep it secret. I decided I would respect that and tell nobody.
Right. The next morning.
I knew it was George. For a moment I was tempted to pretend that I was out, or ask him to go away and come back later. But then... Come in.
Hello, George. So, where did you stay last night?
At McDevitt's. I got to drinking with Doyle and a couple of the guys.
That explains why you look so ill today. Did you get any sleep at all?
Not much. I had to share the room with another guy.
Did he snore?
Hardly. He was dead.
And you say Pegram has disappeared?
Without a trace. But my visit wasn't a complete waste of time.
Pegram's gem?
The Templars gem. Whoever Jacques Marquet is, he's in for a disappointment.
Jacques Marquet?
He's the guy who should have collected the gem from Fitzgerald.
What are your plans?
I want to find out who, what, or where Montfaucon was. All I've got to go by is the name and a picture of a hanged man.
Right,
I can't sit here all day, much as I'd like to.
Okay. Don't forget to look for Lobinot at the Krone Museum. And why don't you see if Rousseau has heard anything?
Okay. Anything else I can do for you while I'm out? Shopping, a trip to the laundromat?
Just take care of yourself.
I so much wanted to talk to George about everything that had happened, but I knew I never could. My father's connection to Africa would have to remain a secret forever. His bravery would be known only to the government and to me. Revealing it would just damage his memory. People would take the story and twist it. Before long, he would be the villain and Carchon would be the hero. I know how they do that. I'm a journalist.
right, I was going to save it there. Oh. Right, let's go to the museum and then save there. Just as a reminder for myself, because we need to talk to Rousseau. Right, I'm going to stop there for today, since we have some things we need to get done. Let me just come out of the game. There we go. Right, let's see. I see a Lazy Factory is on just now. She's playing a new game. Well, she started it yesterday. AER, Memories of Old. It's quite a sort of puzzle type game. So I think we shall raid Lazy Factory. So this is Daria. Let's just kick that off. I probably only got one viewer, but there's, oh no, two. Right. So I shall be back tomorrow. It might be some first looks. It might be Dwarf Forest. Depends if I actually get a map found that I want to play. So thank you for watching. Thank you for chatting. If you have enjoyed what you've seen and don't follow, a follow would be greatly appreciated. So until next time, you all take care and be safe, and I shall say bye for now.